The Supreme Court has finally ruled on the constitutionality of the anti-terror law. President Duterte names the new chief of the Philippine Army. Contact tracing czar Benjamin Magalong admits the country is not doing enough contact tracing as of the moment. The BBM-Sara tandem is scheduled to visit Quezon City today, while Vice President Leni Robredo returns to Tarlac. And the introduction video of Beatriz Luigi Gomez for the 70th Miss Universe competition is out. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Charles Lejano. The Supreme Court has ruled on the constitutionality of the controversial Anti-Terrorism Act. This was confirmed yesterday by the court's spokesperson, Attorney Brian Hosaka. But the justice's decision remains under wraps as the tribunal confirms and tallies votes on each issue. Recall that 37 petitions were filed to raise objections against the anti-terror law. That means the justices had to vote several times to decide on each provision that the 27 petitions objected to. Sources say several provisions were struck down as unconstitutional, and the announcement might be made tomorrow, given that today is a special non-working holiday. Major General Romeo Bronner Jr. has been named as the new commanding general of the Philippine Army. Bronner Jr. was the commander of the 4th Infantry Division, which killed high-ranking communist leaders like George Madlos, also known as Ca Ores. Bronner replaced outgoing Commanding General Andres Centino, who assumed the post of AFP chief last month. In a statement, Cabinet Secretary and acting presidential spokesperson Carlo Nograles confirmed Bronner's appointment. The Philippine economy is already showing signs of recovery before 2022. But should we be expecting an uphill climb from this point, or is still some cause for uncertainty? Pamela Vasquez gives us the front seat to the story.
The Philippines jumped from 103rd to 57th place in the latest COVID-19 recovery index by Japanese newspaper Nikkei Asia. That's a total of 46 spots in a span of 1 month. The index measures the country's progress on infection control, vaccine rollout, and mobility.
Is a clear indication that we have successfully contained the highly transmissible Delta variant. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Indeed,
the economy is showing signs of a recovery. Just released figures from the Statistics Agency show inflation for November came in at 4.2%. That's the lowest in 4 months. The PSA also reported that unemployment slipped to 7.4% in October, down from 8.9 in the previous month.
Makikita natin talaga ang effect itong month ng November. But we are already seeing a reduction in unemployment rate from September to October 2021, and that is significant.
In line with this, the World Bank expects the country to grow at least 5.3% this year, higher than its initial estimate.
One, it comes from the firms that have closed. We have this May 2021 firm survey that was done, and it shows that around 10% of firms in the Philippines have already closed due to the pandemic.
The World Bank noted that the Omicron variant added a layer of uncertainty to its projections and stressed the need for progress in vaccinations. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, We Are One News.
Health workers in the metro are excited to celebrate the holidays as hospitals, one by one, report 0 COVID-19 cases. Jenny Don with the story.
Empty beds, unused oxygen tanks, and a quiet emergency room. This is an unfamiliar sight at the Marikina Doctors Hospital and Medical Center. After months of chaos due to a surge in COVID cases, the facility no longer houses a COVID case.
COVID kasi namin, we are able to accommodate until 12. Minsan nag-over kami doon. So, tapos yung ER namin, maximum of 4. Puno yun. Parati. Nung surge, ganun kagrabe.
After grappling with fatigue and burnout for almost 2 years, medical workers are now breathing a sigh of relief.
Siksikan yung dami, yung pila sa baba. puno na kami sa taas, then dumarating din sa times na nag-double bed na.
There are times wala kaming pasyente sa COVID. Ganun kaganda na. Hindi katulad dati, full minsan sa ER, pati puno.
For hospital workers, this means a merrier Christmas. As a symbol of hope, doctors and staff put up Christmas decorations inside the facility. They set up a Candyland theme. Empty vial bottles and syringes were used to make lanterns, while cotton balls and paper plates were used to form cupcakes and donuts. Despite improvements in the number of patients at the Marikina doctors, medical workers say they are not letting their guard down, especially with the looming threat of the Omicron variant. At least for the upcoming holidays, health workers are looking forward to spending more time with their families than they did last year.
Mas nakakagalaw kami na maayos. Tsaka medyo, yung na-overcome na rin namin yung takot namin dun sa COVID eh. And siguro, naka-help na rin siguro yung vaccine, na mayroong vaccine kasi. Kaya medyo mas mas nakakagalaw ng maayos.
So sa New Year, yung medyo nilulook forward talaga nila na magsama-sama kaming lahat.
The National Kidney Transplant Institute and the Makati Medical Center have also reported 0 new COVID admissions since Friday. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, We Are One News.
Contact tracing czar Benjamin Magalong admits that the Philippines is doing very little contact tracing at the moment. Speaking with 1PH, Magalong said many contact tracers resigned due to being overwhelmed when the country was hit with Delta variant. But Magalong says the high level of vaccination may have filled most of the gaps in contact tracing. But as the holidays approach, and with the threat of Omicron going around, Magalong says the government should strengthen its contact tracing efforts again.
I hope na DILG again would discuss this with the Office of the President para makakuha ulit tayo ng pondo para ma-maintain natin itong ating mga contact tracers. Omicron will arrive in the Philippines a matter of time. Kaya kailangan hindi natin basta-basta pwedeng mag-relax at pabayaan na lang itong mga contact tracing efforts natin. Kaya kailangan i-sustain natin ito.
Time now to find out where presidential balls are headed today. The Bongbong Sara tandem is set to hold a motorcade in Quezon City this morning. The motorcade will start at the COA building along Commonwealth Avenue, while the endpoint is at Welcome Rotonda. And Vice President Leni Robredo will visit Tarlac today, where she will meet with some local officials. She will also grace the blessing of her volunteers' headquarters in the town of Concepcion. Tracy Maureen Perez glowed in yellow at the 2021 Miss World's Competition Top Model Show. Perez stunned the crowd wearing the ilang-ilang gown designed by Pablo Mendez III. According to Miss World Philippines, the figure-hugging gown was made of silk tulle and silk organdy that is fully embellished with rhinestones, Swarovski crystals, and beaded embroidery. The coronation night of the 70th Miss World pageant will be held this coming December 16 in Puerto Rico. Meanwhile, the Miss Universe organization has now uploaded a series of videos about its 2021 candidates. Let's get to know more about our very own Miss Universe Philippines 2021, Beatriz Luigi Gomez.
Hello everyone, I'm Beatriz Luigi Gomez and I'm from the Philippines. I'm currently taking up Bachelor of Arts. I major in Mass Communication, and right now I'm working as a community development worker in my hometown. I'm very grateful that the Philippines is very supportive of sending an LGBTQ member to represent our country. It's a big deal because we are here to give positivity and be an inspiration, especially to the young children who are looking up to us, that they can be whoever they want to be when they grow up.
Here are the stories to watch out for later today. The entire Catholic community celebrates the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. Cardinal Jose Advincula will formally receive his sacred pallium as the symbol of his authority as Archbishop of Manila. And the 2021 PBA Governor's Cup kicks off today. Action begins with Alaska and Northport at 3 p.m., while NLEX and San Miguel are set to clash at 6 p.m. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again later at 9 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We're One News.